Oh, that's how you go live. Oh.
Ooh. Are you going live from your live?
I was thinking about it.
All right, I think we're live. Hello,
Make my own
Facebook.
show within the show.
Watch Jeff.
Watch Jeff's face for an hour.
We're going to go live here. Let's do
Worst show ever.
Welcome back, Universe, to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark. Episode 63, first ever 63rd episode.
Coming to you from Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty Studio here in beautiful Grafton, Wisconsin.
And Mike McCarthy, we're talking directly to you if you're looking to buy or sell a house. Or maybe a new career in real estate. Get a hold of Roy at cbhsr.com, or give Roy a call, 414-235-0763. He'd love to be Mike McCarthy's real estate needs.
Go-to for all his real estate needs.
Yeah, go-to for all his real estate. Mike is expecting your call, so ball's in your court, buddy. But
Tom had that joke written for last week before the game started.
Yep.
I think he was just on the hot seat the whole time.
Zen master.
My mom's just thrilled they finally took down the cardboard cutout of him at Meyer.
Oh. Sick of looking at that thing. Oh, yeah. Well, he was helping him sell cheese and whatnot.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to dissect some quarterback situation in the NFL.
I don't even get an introduction.
Oh, yeah, Jeff's here.
This is bullshit.
Local man Jeff.
Repeat offender Jeff is here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
introduce yourself.
last time you took over the show, so
Still think I deserve an introduction.
We have the local legend himself, Jeff Krueger, stopping in, holding down the fort before he has to go to hockey.
Aw.
Is that Bombers practice?
No, it's Old Man Huff and Puff Men's League.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
I don't practice for the Bombers.
nah. I just show up.
Okay, well, we're going to talk that. We're going to talk some Kevin Hart. We got Hemp World happening in Milwaukee. What else we got? We got the hashtag MeToo movement taking down one of everybody's favorite people this week.
oh, I don't think I know about this one.
I don't even know about this one.
Neil deGrasse Tyson's in trouble.
Oh,
Boom, got that story
that's
coming
a
up.
cosmic
So,
perspective for you.
boom, you want one of them, Mark? We got one.
I'm a big fan of Star Talk and Neil deGrasse Tyson. So I honestly at this point know nothing about it, Universe. So back the fuck off.
Well, that
No
is
one
coming
said
up.
We will learn together.
You're so defensive.
Right,
So-
yeah, you got pretty defensive.
I don't know what he did.
Well,
He could have done something really bad.
Could have did something like not so bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
Okay.
it's not like he Kareem
at
Hunts
the risk
some
of being
broad.
Tom
cynical,
could be just messing with you.
he's a black man, so you got to do a lot to get him to turn on you if you're a black man.
Yeah.
No, that broad had nothing. That Kareem Hunt chick had nothing. Oh, we're talking about two different things. Let's turn like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the local legend himself talks about what he wants when he wants. So, coming up, what do we got coming up? Twisted Dreams Film Festival, April 4th through the 7th at the Time Cinema. We'll be there podcasting daily.
Mm-hmm.
This upcoming Saturday at 9 p.m. at the Time Cinema, there is going to be a special showing of Dial Code Santa Claus.
Yes.
It is some super rare Halloween, Christmas
Mashup.
mix.
Nice.
It's got like Home Alone feel to it. I guess there's something about how there's only like a few remaining copies of VHS of this movie.
Yeah, you could
Oh,
only get
okay.
it like bootleg VHS.
So is it like one of those movies that kind of got lost,
Yeah. And they're going to have a showing at 9 p.m. at
like the
Time
Star Wars
Cinema.
Christmas special.
The description
Yes.
of it sounds pretty epic.
So,
We're going. We got our tickets already.
Tom and Molly are going to represent us. Yeah.
yep, we'll be there. We'll be judging. We still haven't decided what. Have you decided yet which films you want to judge?
I thought you,
Well,
I
you
thought
get the final
said,
say.
You said there you can be the shorties judge or you can be the features judge.
Yes.
And I guess I'm going to be the features judge.
Don't guess. This is your call.
Well, I need to learn more about how this is going down.
I
Is
said,
this-
No, just
do
go
I
in
have
and
to-
do what I do? Just go in and fucking wing
Is
it.
it, no, I mean, is this going to be a screen or DVD situation, or is this going to be a, I have to get my ass down to the theater situation?
no, I believe we'll watch them beforehand. I
Yeah,
think they're going to be giving us files.
Some screeners?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then yes, I will be the feature judge. If I can do it at home when my baby's sleeping, then yes. I have to arrange babysitting if I'm going to
Yes.
go down to the theater a dozen times.
I'll babysit for you. It's fine.
Jeff will babysit.
It's a
I'll
4-day
babysit.
festival. You might have to go down there more than a double time.
That's fine, but I mean,
Dozen times.
to see them all building up to it and everything.
Okay. Well, let's start out with the Packers won today.
Yay! They
Yay.
just won. We're recording this Sunday at like 4:30.
So my question is a quarterback contract that high worth it no matter the player? Is one player worth that amount of money?
Well, if that one player is your team,
It is worth that amount of money?
for the Packers, it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, I have a list here of the top 10 2018 highest paid quarterbacks along with their records.
Can I guess, Jeff? Who do you think is number one?
Besides Tom Brady.
Isn't it
No,
Detroit?
Tom Brady is
it's
not
it's
even on the
Detroit.
list.
Are you kidding me?
What's
Matt
his
Stafford?
name? Stafford, isn't it Stafford?
Stafford is on the list, but he is not number one.
Okay.
Number one is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
Oh, that guy's out with a knee injury all year. So what's his record?
2-10.
All the way to the
Highest paid
bank.
quarterback.
This is before today's game, so I didn't
Yeah,
mark
they're
in
are they
today's
playing
games.
right now?
There's games being played right
Yeah,
now.
but he's not.
Okay, Matthew Stafford,
Number two.
4-8. Derek Carr, 2-10. Andrew Luck is 6-6, followed by Aaron Rodgers, 4-7-1, now 5-7-1. Then we have Cam Newton, 6-6. Matty Ice, Matt Ryan at 4-8. Andy Dalton,
The Red Rocket.
5-7.
It's like calling him that.
Alex Smith,
Now, I
6-6.
agree with you that our celebrities in general are overpaid,
Okay.
and perhaps we should have some performance bonuses situation instead. Like you get $1 million for every playoff game
That's
we're
all in
in,
there.
or something.
But people don't want to sign those contracts. And rounding out number 10 is Russell Wilson with the only winning record at 7-5. So overall, the top 10 highest paid quarterbacks are 45, 73, and 1.
That's the
That
record.
one tie.
That
Yeah.
one tie,
You can have the best quarterback, but no one to throw it to. What are you going to do?
because you don't have the money to pay the wide receivers.
See,
But you got to have a good quarterback to get wide receivers.
So of the
It's
32
like a catch-22
professional
on
NFL
everything.
quarterbacks, where's your boy Tom Brady?
He's in the middle, but he takes a pay cut. So does the Saints guy,
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
We can't all be married to international supermodels.
Truth, yeah.
No, we have to get gremlin race
can't-
car drivers to
We can't all be
Aw.
trophy husbands.
to
Tom.
beard ourselves with. Yeah,
stop hating on Danica.
if you're, I mean, he could take a pay cut
Hey,
and just,
hole in your lip, bud.
Mhm.
Shit.
the discount double check is not calling this year to do any more commercials when you're 4-7-1 or 4-8-1
Yeah, but Ford is.
He's
So
available.
he stepped up in his.
Okay,
He's available.
but the endorsements come when you have
I have
winning
seen
records.
plenty of Aaron Rodgers commercials.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Hall of Famer.
I would say there's
Okay.
at least 3 different brands right now.
That's great.
He's promoting stuff with.
But what I'm saying is, no matter what the contract is, one player, I mean, you have minimum 22 people that are going to play.
Well, what's
22 starters.
What's Le'Veon Bell holding out for? A huge contract, right? You think one player like that's going to make or break your team too?
No.
What? I don't think we're talking about the same thing anymore.
Jeff's having his own podcast on his phone while we're doing this podcast. Jeff is incepting this podcast.
I am so sorry. I tried drinking the bar out of fucking Jaeger last night.
No.
So
That's always
We're
a bad
podcast
idea.
within a podcast.
So, Tom, your message here is we're paying too much for our quarterbacks.
Yes, I think quarterbacks are way overpaid. In general.
So, is there a different position that you think deserves the money, or is this
probably
just,
offensive line would
fucking
help?
kickers.
as a high school offensive lineman?
Yes.
That's right, folks. Yeah, the most underappreciated players on the team, and in my opinion, the most important. Because a
Emmitt
bad
Smith
O-line
had the greatest line ever.
Doesn't
we
matter if
ran
you're-
through it and got a 1,000-yard
doesn't matter if
season
you're Tom Brady. If you got a bunch of guys from the bus station
that want to
as
rip
your
your head
O-line,
off.
they're
Or-
not going to be able to protect you for passing or be able to block for you for running.
And your running back's going to suck.
Yeah. Running backs, I think it's more the line than it is the actual running back.
We
Yeah,
have
With
a
the exception
comment.
of Barry Sanders.
Uh-oh.
A, hell yeah.
There's always going to be your
Rodgers
Adrian
will be in the
Petersons of the world.
HOF Hall of Fame.
Okay. He'll be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
With his one ring.
Oh.
Hey,
That Mike McCarthy's going to take all the
There's
credit
still
for.
some gas in that tank, just saying. His career's not over, sir.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got a long one too.
Uh-oh.
Brady's, what, 40?
We got a Brad. IRAs on the average pays about 8% interest a year. Therefore, if you put away $2,000 a year at 40, you'll have at least $250,000 by the time you're 60. Whereas this might be enough to hold you over on your decisions on Social Security.
Here.
Is he starting his own podcast too?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so we're a podcast within a podcast within a podcast.
This is just like a
Advertisement?
Yeah.
Yeah, click here for more information.
Okay.
How did that get on?
Well, thanks for interrupting the podcast and not screening that out, Molly.
You're welcome. That's what you get.
Also, for nude pics, click here.
There's tons of crazy chicks that want to have sex with you within 3 miles of the studio.
Looking for a Russian bride?
Well, it looked like it might have been related, and then I started reading it more.
Yeah.
Try reading it and then saying it. We'll go in that order from now on.
Okay. My bad.
We'll give you one of them.
Gold star.
But you know what? Speaking of Russian prostitutes, we can move on to...
Russian brides.
Russian brides?
World of difference.
Okay.
Tomato?
Russian brides. You want to move into the new consent robot brothel. It's first.
Can a robot give consent?
This is...
Do you ask your toaster before you put bread in it?
I actually do. I actually do every time.
So this is a brothel that you can pay to have sex with these robots only if they give you consent.
You know, you can program them to always say yes.
That's what if I'm paying.
Your card's
is it more of a your card is cleared situation?
And is it really?
Your credit card's declined, sir. No, I'm not giving consent.
You got to be having the worst day in the world if you go to a robot sex brothel, spend the money, and the robot says no. And you have to leave.
I mean, this is more of an artificial intelligence situation. And as much as I eagerly await the day when we have like good, real artificial intelligence, we're nowhere near there yet. We can simulate it to the point where old people don't know they're not talking to a person. But
Alexa?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way right now that if we queued up an AI thing to have a conversation with you, I think you'll figure it out within a few sentences that you're talking to a robot. This is the pre-programmed responses.
Could you tell the difference if you're fucking one is what it's getting there.
Men will fuck sheep.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to say anything.
You got to get them right up against the cliff so they push back.
And
That's the trick.
You don't even need it to move.
And Velcro boots.
Yeah.
I mean, guys have been fucking expensive dolls for over a decade now.
Well, this company offers an app where you can build a relationship with the robot before you get there. Kind of
That
like late night
is
sexting.
some lonely shit.
Yes. So now you can interact with it when you're not there. You just talk to the program.
Wow.
So now it can send you a ton of texts when you're at work and you're trying to get shit done.
Bring home milk.
These don't exist in the U.S. anywhere, do they?
Yeah, they do. This is
There are-
California.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're this whole robot brothel thing is relatively new. There's some in Texas.
Mhm.
There was some in the UK the first one that I heard about was in, I think, Ireland.
Does that fall under janitorial duties to clean the robots at the end of the day?
That's what I figure you're paying for. Is you're paying for the down payment on this machine. You're paying its mortgage
The rent.
in addition to the janitorial services.
Okay.
I'd be worried about getting like shocked or something stupid.
Because listen,
Well, they had the Japanese people that were hacking these robots and killing people. When they were in like the position, they have like a hug mode where they grab onto you
Hug?
too.
why are we
And they were
using
just-
servos that are capable of strangling people? It should be like
That makes you more fun. Maybe that's your thing.
a thing that can only exert 20 pounds of pressure.
Because for the week leading up to my robot brothel trip, I've been asking it to choke me.
Oh, man.
Skynet all over again.
Everything about these robot brothel stories
But
just
they-
makes me... Ugh.
If you bought one for personal usage, you have to clean it yourself.
Then you wouldn't be going to the
Yeah.
brothel by yourself.
So, in
Yeah,
all
right.
honesty, the brothel might be a better solution.
Except you don't know
Can I get
how
an Uber
well
cleaner?
it's been cleaned.
Uber robot
I would
cleaner?
assume if it's a professional establishment, it has got to be regulated by the health
you would
department,
assume,
right?
but would you like to...
I wouldn't assume anything.
Yeah.
It's probably just a
Let's hire a guy to
silicone.
clean this up
I
for $10
wouldn't-
It's
an
a
hour.
silicone hole. You probably
Here's a-
interchangeable ones. They
here's a
pop it
mop.
off, throw it in the
Mop
sink,
up that jizz.
Still.
grab one off the dry rack, throw it in
Still.
there.
Make sure that gets in the dishwasher. We got to clean it.
That's good silicone.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, might not be reading this right, but it says a private session will cost customers $122 or $10,000 to be the first.
To break it in.
Yes, to pop its cherry.
Brad was a CNC programmer for 10 years. Are you saying that you could hack these robots?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I suppose one.
Yeah, they were. In Japan, they were hacking them.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't. Does it need to be online? Because in order to hack it,
Connected?
unless you're physically connecting to it, yeah.
Sometimes, like our camera, it'll go out.
Can they
Hey,
can they,
wake up.
Can they make me a
I
sandwich?
can breathe again. Start
No,
choking.
they don't make sandwiches.
Well,
Why not?
I don't want
They don't do laundry. They don't.
This is bullshit.
Well, as long as they say yes.
I do think that this is kind of
But that's
going to
like
kind of be the decline of American society.
Just
because
moving closer.
This
and
one-
closer
the
to
next
Yeah.
generation
idiocracy.
of men aren't going to get married and aren't going to have kids, and there's going to be like a huge dive in our population. I think by the time we're old fogies.
Well, they had that.
Darwinism at its best, just thinning the fucking herd. Then
Yeah.
Because you want to fuck a sex robot more than a woman? You know they're going to eventually get better.
Technology only gets better. This is the worst sex robot you will ever fuck.
That's a good way of looking at it, Mark.
Ugh.
Oh, by the way, Molly, they have dolls for women too. Have you heard about this?
Shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
Mark.
look
Don't
it
let
up.
her know.
Oh, that's your next story?
No. I don't want to be replaced.
I read an article about one. So,
What
yeah.
if the worst
Yeah.
sex robot she ever fucks is already better than me?
Well, does it move?
All right.
I'm
Robots
not even
won.
going to go there.
Damn it.
Nope.
I can't
Not
compete
going
with a
there.
robot, dude.
I don't need a robot.
I'll let that one go there, Mal. Okay. Well, speaking of consent, why don't we just get right into Neil deGrasse Tyson?
All right, let's lay it on me. What did he do?
All right.
he didn't get consent.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Because Susan just commented.
Oh, my wife chimes in.
She
There we
says,
go.
so negative, Mark Allen. You better not know about sex robots.
I'm morbidly fascinated by them. I would never do that. I'm a cheap man.
Well, there goes off the rails Christmas gifts to everybody.
Oh, you're getting
Personalized
robots?
sex
I was going to
robot?
say she even used your middle name, but that's just the tag
That's my
for
Facebook. Yeah.
All
Why
right.
go out for steak when you have a cow at home? Just saying.
Are you calling Susan a cow?
Stop, Mark. Stop right now while you're just a
You're
little
in
behind.
trouble.
I love my wife.
All right, Neil deGrasse Tyson under investigations after sexual accusations. Ooh.
Is it okay? This could be like an Aziz Ansari situation, or this could be like
There's two things. One they kind of say is really bad and they just brush off and they don't tell more about it in the story. They talk about how
it's not like he Cosby'd someone.
that's what they're saying he
Oh,
one
really?
lady is saying he
so
did.
he did.
No.
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Chika Ahmet, who said Tyson drugged and raped her when they were graduate students at the University of Texas. That's what she said. Previously reported. Okay. But, however, the story that brought this up, I'm not trying to brush that under the table like a bad thing or anything.
But the article focuses on
the further story. Like, as they're digging deeper, more might come out. So,
I'm a firm believer of where there's smoke, there's
they
fire.
had, I guess they were in a relationship.
Okay.
This person who said he raped her, so I think they were banging back in the day anyway.
All right, and that was a different era too. That was
Different
like
era
this.
in the 80s.
That it might have been the 70s or 80s.
But Tyson's denying this. So he said he's fully cooperate, whatever.
Okay.
So the one that they're really focusing on is An Uncomfortable Night. And this is where I want to discuss.
All right.
This girl, Watson, I didn't catch her first name. I'm not going to go
Just
back.
say Watson.
Described an uncomfortable night where in May of 2018, she was working
Very recently.
as his assistant on the show Cosmos.
Okay.
And Tyson asked her basically to his house for dinner.
Mark's first rule of advice for men: don't date people you work with.
Okay. So he
That's a
went...
good rule.
Second that. Don't dip your pen in Company Ink, bud.
When he was, I guess, cooking dinner or something, he removed his shirt and was only wearing an undershirt and started to serve wine and cheese. At one point,
Maybe-
Tyson... This is really weird. It said at one point, Tyson pointed a knife. She alleged.
With no shirt on,
With no shirt on.
standing over a board of cheese.
Yep.
How do you want this cheese cut?
He's pointing a
Cubed?
knife.
Cute?
Triangles?
Try.
Slices?
Dodecahedrons? Because it's Neil
Yes.
deGrasse Tyson? Okay.
Well, we got a hi from the Philippines.
Hey, hi from the
Very cool.
Philippines.
All right.
Right. Hey,
Hey.
how's it going?
Love being internationally known.
Yeah.
All right. So, Tyson later spoke about how he needed to release and asked what her release was. When she tried to leave, Tyson performed a handshake. He said he learned from a Native American elder, which involved feeling a person's pulse and staring in their eyes. He told her, I want to hug you right now, but if I do, I'll just want more. She says, I felt very manipulative and strange. Watson said Tyson's behavior, the hug, made her feel uncomfortable. It felt like he was expressing that he wanted to have a sexual relationship with me. I believe he was.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 days later, she told the Post that she didn't want to file a report, just said it was weird, blah, blah, blah. That goes on to just they really didn't do
So
anything.
it's just a
but no.
weird hug. You never really.
I guess my advice to the women of the universe is if you don't want to sleep with a man, don't go into his apartment. I don't care what the pretext is.
Yeah, but she didn't sleep with him,
No.
right?
No,
Okay.
no. It was
It
uncomfortable,
awkwardly ended.
Yeah.
which
okay.
I think many
I'm sure
attempts
Tom-
of striking out.
But I'm
We've
sure
all been
Tom's
there.
had more awkward ending dates than anybody.
Why can't you say you did?
Because
He's a local legend.
Because.
He doesn't have awkward dates.
I hit home runs and that's it.
right. I was fine.
It's awkward when they don't leave in the morning.
I got to get them out before the next one comes in, man.
Turn this over.
But I mean, if nothing
happened. It was a super awkward.
Right.
He swung and he missed, and she left.
Yeah.
That's where I think it's getting. The Me Too movement is a great movement for what it's used for, but now I think when you go into situations like this, guys are going to be afraid to take a chance. The girl
Yes.
came over to my house for wine and cheese. I took my shirt off because I don't know how to talk to women anymore. I'm kind of a nerd. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
I figure she wants me. Okay, I took my shirt off.
But he had an undershirt on, so it's not like he's like walking around shirtless.
But that dude's pretty ripped. I'll bet you.
He used to wrestle in college, so he's a big guy like you.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm cooking dinner for someone and I take my shirt off and I have another shirt on, maybe it was warm.
Did he get a stain on his shirt? Was
Yeah,
he cooking bacon
maybe
grease
it
and
was-
he got
right.
he got grease on his shirt? It's like,
Maybe
oh,
he
gotta
was
take this
really
off.
warm. And
Well,
like,
he's probably dressed for Cosmos, and you don't want to wear.
He's wearing a full
The
vest,
suit.
three-piece suit.
Yeah. I'm sure you want to take that off. I can't
is-
wear.
Is this just like a woman reading into something?
No,
Well, I believe
I
he
think
did
we all-
want to have sex
yeah.
with
Right,
her.
but
I think we
but he
can
didn't
all
pressure. he
agree
didn't-
that Neil was looking for some action.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that he wasn't, but
He didn't drug her. He,
He
didn't
didn't
force
drug
her.
her, yeah, he didn't-
She got to leave, which is how this should have ended, basically.
right.
There's
So
no
you
way
had an
around
awkward,
it not
so
being
okay,
awkward.
so it was awkward, made you feel uncomfortable. I get it. Do you need to go tell the Post and everybody? Yeah, this was this awkward situation.
yeah,
Okay, what else happened?
no,
Nothing.
that's it.
Oh, great fucking reporting.
Yeah, we're going to run a headline and no one's going to read the article and everyone's
Right.
going to think he's a
So now
rapist.
everyone's going to assume the worst.
Ugh. Yeah, the pendulum has swung too far. And this happens, I think, in almost any human
This
endeavor.
This is, and I'm going to say with all due respect, because then I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Okay.
This is those people that cry rape and don't get raped are
It's a bigger crime to make the false accusation because you
Right.
belittle the actual
Right.
victims themselves.
there are
Right,
actual
the people-
victims and there are actual
Yes.
that it happens. I'm
You're
not
crying
saying,
wolf. You're literally
Right.
making this harder for people who actually are victims.
Right.
Like maybe his girlfriend in the 80s that said he drugged
Right.
and raped her.
Yes.
But why are we focusing on this uncomfortable
Well,
attempt at a relationship?
Someone brought this up, so they did some investigating, and they found this older accusation. Because,
Mhm.
like I said before, Bill Cosby, the first person came out, I was like, I don't know. And then there were like a dozen more, and I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
he's
Right,
garbage.
There you go. Because more could come out. This is a
'Cause
fresh
the-
story.
When people are perverts like that, it's never just once.
No.
It's always
Right.
a dozen before they even get caught or anything.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just going to leave it there.
Okay. So,
So I think it's worth looking into his background. I hope that there's nothing there because I am a fan. And if there is, I will change my story. But given the information I have at this juncture, this is a nothing burger.
How crushed were you when Bill Cosby got all his shit came out?
I was crushed. I watched The Cosby Show as a kid, so that was
it's still
like,
on.
I think
that was like my
everyone did.
uncle,
Yeah.
Still good. I suppose I shouldn't say that's insensitive. Family member, like my father.
Didn't you just always feel it, though?
What?
Like, he's hiding something that Bill
No.
Cosby did.
No, I didn't think so.
Mm-mm.
I didn't get any weird vibes from him.
No?
No, not at all.
I kind of did. Anybody who does shows with children, I'm always a little leery about. He always did that kids say the darndest things.
Yeah.
And he's so friendly with kids. Anybody that's just, kids suck. Why do you want to hang out with kids? He hung out with kids. It's a red flag for me. All those like child performers at State Fair or something that sing songs and just do a children's show for a living. It's like, I don't.
Yeah, but some of those guys, once they get backstage, like, fucking hate these kids.
Can't believe
Little
it.
brats.
Those are the guys I can hang out with, but the other people are like, I love children. You're an asshole. We can't.
So you want to hang out with the clown who's smoking a cigarette on the other side of the building with those fucking brats.
I want to hang out with Krusty the Clown. Yeah.
Are you watching the comments at all?
Not a chance.
Oh, come on.
Did someone comment
All
on
right,
shit on me?
have I been condemned?
Your buddy's been putting some really long comments on there, and I don't want to get.
Uh-oh. We got some.
Feedback.
Let me turn
I don't
this
want to get yelled
shit
at for reading
down.
them.
Okay.
What buddy?
So we can move in while you guys are figuring that out. Moving on. Trying.
Sorry.
And that's how Tom
Since
moved
we're doing
in.
an Oscar special again this year, and we
Yes.
have the champion and
This is the reigning champ.
the reigning
That's
champ.
right.
He smoked Mark in a landslide victory.
We still got your Goldschlager.
That was
you
not a
want in here.
landslide. That was an 11th hour victory.
I know.
That was overtime.
Kevin Hart has turned down the Oscars. The reason to host the
There's two
Oscars.
things I want to talk
I
about
thought
here.
Kevin Hart
Okay.
was doing the Oscars.
No,
He
it's
didn't-
already done.
Oh,
He already said, yep.
I want to talk about him and all that. And also the thing is they can't find anyone to host the Oscars.
Because nobody wants people to dig in on them.
No one wants to host it because it's a thankless job. I don't think they pay you much of anything. So if you're already an established star, you're getting it's not elevating your career or anything.
No.
It's like being the Super Bowl halftime show. The NFL wants you to pay them to do it.
Jeez. Well, I guess Kevin Hart tweeted about a decade ago some homophobic tweets.
Yeah.
Something about if he caught his son playing with Barbie dolls, he would knock it out of his hand and say, that's gay. Stop it. Which the
Yes.
African-American community seems to be more homophobic than everyone else.
Yeah.
The handful of individuals I have worked with over the years, I couldn't take a gay joke. Like, if I have a couple of drinks, I might jokingly hit on you, for fun. Because I think it's hilarious.
Unless I say yes, then it gets serious.
Yeah. and
Because you two would
these
be a cute couple.
young men totally like, no. They wouldn't even play along.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read some of these? This one? This long one?
Uh-oh, what's going on?
Well, I'm reading just some of the comments, and it's from Brad. Is that the ones you're talking about?
Okay. Is that your buddy?
You know what, Brad, I'm going to respond to you on air here just real quick. I'm going to stop this podcast because I'm going to do what the fuck I want.
There we go.
No one gives a shit about how much snow you shoveled. I appreciate you for shoveling snow. Great job, bud. And record snowfall, awesome. Do you? I have no idea where you're going with this. And we're back.
You know what? I had a whole sound effect for that Neil deGrasse Tyson thing, and
you didn't use it.
I didn't even use it.
Didn't even use it.
Don't worry,
fixed
I'll
it
get
for
to
you.
use it again.
I just wasn't sure. It said you were friends on Facebook, so I
And
wasn't
we
sure
are.
if there was
and
a story
I
that was
I don't
like...
know.
All right.
No, there's no story. It's all about
We'll let this
snow removal.
work
Sorry.
itself out.
On Jeff's personal podcast, he's doing
So
over there.
I haven't been able to read the comments.
Oh.
What is this?
Oh, here. Oh, jeez.
He's talking about being from Wisconsin and shoveling a lot of snow.
Okay, this is a running gag between
No,
because it's not snowy out.
All right.
we're gonna take a time out.
What?
Grinding the show to
This
a
is
halt
live.
here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
this is what we do.
Jeff, I'll catch you up.
Because
Kevin
Jeff
Hart
decided.
is stepping down from hosting the Oscars after homophobic tweets.
Okay.
He's just worried that he's going to get a bunch of flack for it.
Well, he's saying
Fallback.
he's kind of taking a stance here.
Well, he apologized for this
for the
already.
tweets.
So in my mind, forgive and forget. He's owned up for his
He says he's changed in his life. He's a different person than a
It was
decade ago.
10 years ago.
his immature behavior, basically.
Mhm.
He made the joke that an 8-year-old might make. How dare he?
Who hosted last year?
Isn't it always Kimmel?
No, Kimmel's the only.
That was last year because I called him a bitch.
Kimmel said no. I guess Oprah
think
said
it
no.
was
It was Kimmel last year. He
Yeah.
did it 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I think no one's done it more than 2 years in a row.
Crystal didn't like a bunch of times. Billy
Who?
Crystal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no one recent?
No one recently. Yeah, he hasn't hosted in a while.
Right. From what I overheard about this is that they're having a hard time finding someone.
Yeah, no one
who's
wants to do
not
it.
going to make
Which
it.
sucks because I like
Well,
Kevin Hart.
But there's going to be people that are going to use it as a political platform and all this other bullshit, too.
That's the nature of the Oscars, though. If I was in charge of the Oscars, it's too long and it's too political. No thank you speeches. You get to come up, you get to wave, you walk off stage.
I'm going to throw this out there for the Oscar people watching at home.
Okay.
Right to the Oscar people that actually are in charge of finding the host, we'll host the shit out of it.
Sure, the three of us will co-host it with Molly.
My trophy.
Four of us.
Mark knows movies. I know movies
He
just
is the
slightly
champion.
better.
I know movies +1.
Hey, we have Christopher House coming in here, who is now directing a movie who's going to be in on the Oscars.
I'll host the Oscars. I don't care. I got time.
Well,
you'll roll in at the last minute, right?
You'd be awesome.
Just gotta fucking wait.
Rehearse.
Who the
Go and
hell?
start
What's
making
that?
fun
Who
of
is
everyone.
this schmuck?
he's going to roll into Oscars looking at his phone like, fuck you, Brad. I'm hosting the Oscars now. Stop.
I don't care about you shoveled.
What is the payday for someone hosting the Oscars? It's like low six figures, ain't it?
It's
No.
it's probably super low.
Okay.
You probably
Do
get
you make six figures?
No, I do not,
Validated.
sir.
Perfect. Neither do I.
Split 4 ways.
That's fine. Put it right back into the podcast. They can put it right to our Patreon page.
We'll just host the podcast right from the.
You can only watch the podcast from our Patreon page. Or yeah.
I'm a big fan of Nick Cannon.
All
I
right,
think he's
Nick
a great
Cannon
man.
defends Kevin Hart because he went through Kevin Hart didn't like that he helped him, but he's trying to post that like all these other comedians. He chose a bunch of female comedians.
Well, it was a different world 10 years ago. Plus,
Yeah.
he's a comedian. I think a lot of comedians that sort of workshop their jokes on Twitter, where they kind of throw stuff out there and see what works and what doesn't, and that's how they develop their routine.
Well, he went back to like Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, Chelsea Handler, and took some of their posts from 2010.
Yeah, who here hasn't said something that they didn't regret 10 years later?
Oh, I'm sure out of the
I don't
three
regret
of
a
those,
goddamn
there were
thing I
tons
say.
that were
They
offensive.
all
Unless it
did
gets me in
homophobic
trouble.
tweets.
Yeah.
Then I might have a slight regret. Which is why Kevin Hart's in the book. I don't know.
I would have loved to seen Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
I
say
think
he
Kevin
should
Hart
still
would
do
be
it.
good at it. I like Kevin Hart.
How do you feel about other
He's
people
funny.
jumping to his defense, even though he said he doesn't need anybody to help defend him? You know.
Well, like I said, just
People are going
no
to
one
jump
wants to host the Oscars. This is arguably a win for him. He got out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still, let's go back to why no one wants to host the Oscars.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Why?
Everyone is super critical. No one ever says they did a good job. It's always they get ripped apart the next day.
There's always that one joke
Who
that falls
fucking
flat.
who?
So it's
You're getting
completely
paid $6 figures
thankless.
to fucking host the goddamn thing.
A lot of these people have.
These
Okay.
are big money people. That's milk money for them.
Yeah.
They
well,
step over the line with one joke and offend a bunch
All
of
right.
people.
And it's probably a
That's the only
huge
thing you hear
time
about.
commitment preparing for it.
fuck it. Norm Macdonald, you're in.
There we go. Norm would do it.
I don't think Norm's allowed to do it anymore. They have a
Might
personal
need the
Norm
money. I
Macdonald
don't know.
security guard.
Adam
at the-
Carolla. Another one. Done.
Yeah, he's done too. If you're funny, you're done.
I like Adam Carolla, actually.
Yeah, he's great. Well, he tells it like it is, and he's a different political party than what the Oscars are looking for. So he's not going to get it.
Yeah.
There,
No
I said it.
Politics.
Yeah, there's too much politics.
You
in the
think Hulk
Oscars.
Hogan's available to host the Oscars now?
He would be great.
Come on, have you seen his acting skills?
Yes. Santa with muscles is going to be on when we get home tonight.
Oh my god.
What was the TV show with the boat that he was on? Is that Thunder in
Thunder
Paradise?
in Paradise.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember that show.
He was great.
No.
Hulk Hogan driving a speedboat with that hair just behind him.
Thunder in Paradise.
Yeah, it's
You're
awesome.
so good and oh so nice.
So I think Kevin Hart, you should just host it, and
They asked him to leave, basically.
he denied it. He came back and said, I'm not going to do
He
it.
said, yeah, well, I've only read a little bit, but from what I understood is that basically they wanted him to apologize, and he said no.
Oh, yes, that was it. They said you can still host if you say you're sorry.
Yeah, and
What?
it's like, no.
And he said,
They wanted him to apologize for these tweets from 10 years ago to host.
That's like going to prison for the same thing twice.
He basically said, I apologize, but I'm not going to officially do it for you, and I'm not going to take the Oscars. So he kind of burned the Oscars a little bit there.
Hang on.
They were the ones that dug and found this tweet and said...
I don't think they specifically.
No, someone else
He
probably
just
dug
apologized the way I do to people. Like, I'm not sorry I said the damn thing. I'm sorry you took it that way.
I'm sorry you're mad.
I'm sorry
Jeff
to
is
have
the
offended
most backhanded apologer ever.
Apologer?
Yeah.
Apologizer.
I'm really not sorry I said what I said, but I'm sorry you
not
took
sorry.
it that way.
Well put.
My wife hates that. She goes, "Don't fucking use that shit on me." I'm like,
That
what?
Jedi mind shit.
Yeah.
She absolutely hates it.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is available. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He could. host
I'm kind of depressed to see in America right now that comedians, like with James Gunn and Roseanne Barr, like, they're going to say stupid things, whether it was 10 years ago or last night.
Or they're high on Ambien.
They're comedians.
Whatever.
I don't think she was high on Ambien.
I don't think
They're
she was
comedians.
either.
They're always testing the water. They're always pushing the line.
That's their
Then
job.
don't get mad at them when they cross it. Sorry,
Okay.
universe. I think people are taking this way out of
think
proportion.
Joe
I think
Rogan
Kevin Hart is
would
not
host
in
it.
the wrong.
I think Joe Rogan would be good.
Joe Rogan probably wouldn't. I
No,
don't think so.
but he'd be kind of cool.
He would be
Yeah.
cool, but he's not going to do it.
Throwing
So
out people.
Kevin Hart, just do it.
No,
Just do it.
someone else should do it.
Who do you got? Who do you want?
It's not my problem.
It's gonna be some schlub from that no one knows.
They're going to get Kimmel to do it again, or somebody who
See if Doogie Howser will do it.
Neil Patrick Harris.
didn't he already?
He
Little
did the
NPH?
Tonys a bunch of times, didn't he?
Oh.
Oh, I would love.
Has he done the Oscars?
No, I don't think so.
I think it's just like the Tonys and stuff. Yeah.
I like NPH.
That's how
I think.
memorable
Yeah.
the Oscars are. We can't remember who did it.
Well,
And how many
honestly,
times?
I DVR it. I started an hour late and I skipped most of it. It's like
Okay.
football. Skip all the
All the
commercials and
songs
shit.
I skip.
Yeah.
I think NPH would be awesome. Actually, that'd be cool.
Now you're on MPH level with them.
Yeah, we're tight.
Not just first
We're
name
tight.
basis. He's like...
JFK and MPH.
Sounds like a freaking awesome sitcom.
Awesome. All right.
Neil, if you're out there in podcast land, hit me up.
How about the CBD stores that opened up in Milwaukee this week? Just 2 days ago, I believe.
There's a couple of them.
There are 2 of them now.
These aren't stores. These are actual like cafes, right?
Yes. We got Hemp World Cafe. This is in White... Or
What are we thinking? They're preparing for the eventual legalization?
So
kind
what
of
are they
what I'm
doing
asking you.
today? If we walked in there right now, what
you
do
can
they
buy
offer?
CBD.
What is CBD?
The cannabinoid besides THC, the
It-
one that doesn't get you high but gives
Right.
you all the good effects.
It has below a certain percentage of THC in
Thought
it.
getting
So,
high was the good effect.
no,
Yeah.
CBD.
No,
People use
CBD's got
CBD
a-
for medical
Yeah,
lots
there's
of medical
a lot of
benefits.
benefits
So I
to
need
it.
a
I actually,
doctor's note to get in there?
No.
no,
No.
I actually have
Okay.
I have a friend I can talk to about actually bringing them on here. They actually
Yeah.
open their own store.
Okay.
I'm gonna plug them right now for
Plug 'em.
Landright Botanicals.
Okay.
Okay.
He would be another good one. And
CBD is great
Mike
stuff.
and his fiance know they do this shit. Like
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know nothing about it.
no, they're
The Midwest Vapor Pro guys that were
Yeah.
on, they have a whole bunch of CBD products.
yeah.
now.
That's why I thought
Okay.
this was an odd story, because I thought CBD stuff was in all those shops already. And like
It is.
Shelley
Lots of people are selling them.
It's
from
Yeah.
New Image.
But it's just
Salon has
recently
CBD oil.
gotten really big where
It's
people
not-
are really...
It's hemp based. I don't think it's
It's
like
hemp-based.
Yeah,
So can I like
Yeah.
drive a car after I
Yeah.
use this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
It
is
doesn't
no
get you
high.
it
at
doesn't
all.
get you. Yeah,
But it
helps
gives you the
with
medical
anxiety.
benefits.
What are the medical benefits?
It helps with anxiety and,
Man, it's weed. It's everything, man.
Like I don't.
and, like
Knee
I've
pain.
never smoked weed,
sleep
Okay.
disorders.
so I don't even know.
It's supposed to help
more of a
with
like-
cocaine kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't picture you on cocaine. It helps with pain too, and it also helps with. There have been lots of for like seizures and stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
My doctors prescribe it, and I'm
No,
totally
it's-
all
it-
for that. If this will improve someone's quality of life,
Yeah, my
Then
mom
go for
uses
it.
it for her knee. She's got
Like a cream.
knee pain, and she uses
Yeah,
the
I've
CBD oil.
Yeah,
and-
actually, for my back and stuff like
Yeah.
that, I actually have some that works awesome.
Mhm.
so like a muscle relaxer.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
There's different levels of
yeah.
it too for
Does it make
depending
you
on
giggly?
what you.
No.
Because it doesn't have any THC. It doesn't make you
I'm not
high.
saying I've been high or anything, but
But if I were,
this stuff doesn't do any of that. It actually helps.
okay.
It just has all of the medical benefits
Yeah.
that weed does without the high,
Right.
basically.
Yeah.
Basically. But they make a bunch of different stuff with it. And I'm sure what you're saying here with the
They make gummies.
they make basically they do everything they do with the THC stuff, but in I guess it's a lower dosage. It's legal in Wisconsin, obviously, I believe. Yeah.
They have to have it under a certain percentage, and it says
THC.
it's under like 0.03
Right.
or something.
This one would be something that I would bring Mike on, and Mike would be able to explain.
See, that's the
all
problem
of
right
this.
now, Universe, why I'm quiet is I've studied this enough to be dangerous, and I don't want to give you the half-ass misinformed stuff,
Right.
but it's
I
just
think
good overall.
the
That's all
problem
I
with
can
it
tell
too,
you.
though-
I can't give you the background pharmacology on it. I really didn't study that as much, just the basics.
I've heard with some of the people that do use CBD like daily, and even though it has below a certain percentage, there is still some THC in some of them. Some of them are made with like a synthetic, so it's like it doesn't have the THC in it at all.
Mhm.
But there's some that do have some, and apparently
It's hard to
can
milk
show
the
up-
plant right.
Mike
Apparently, it can show up on drug tests.
Mike is also the co-owner of CBD Therapeutics of Wisconsin in Franklin.
Jim Carrey for the Oscars. Sorry,
Ooh.
Jim Carrey from the
Yeah.
Hey,
Sure.
he would
So-
work.
I would love that. Yeah.
Mike and Rachel, I'll talk to them and see. But they
Awesome.
would they
You
would
should,
be
yeah.
Answer all my questions.
Yeah, Rachel is awesome with all this, and Mike, both of them know their shit about
Yeah.
this. Obviously,
It's
'cause
good stuff.
they're in
There's lots of
business with
benefits.
This is their business.
They have pills, bongs, candies, lotion, candles, you
Yeah.
name it.
Yeah,
Like the hemp lotion that, yeah.
they even have this shit for pets.
Yeah.
Like my dog's kind of high strung, Titus. That's why we
He's
bought.
supposed to be. He's a puppy.
No, Titus isn't. Titus is a Doberman. He's a 3-year-old. That's why we got him.
Maybe you should ask yourself, why is my dog high strung?
I don't know. I don't know. We bought him.
Maybe you should address the cause and not the
We got him a
symptoms.
therapy dog.
I went to Sam's Club and got another jar of peanut butter. Now my dog's got anxiety.
No, I don't know.
Oh, not the Sam's Club peanut butter. It's never going to quit.
Shut up.
But I like to mellow him out.
It's
No,
like, my
he's-
cat's a dick. My cat's a dick because I don't play with him enough. So
Mhm.
I should play with him more, but I could also just drug him up.
Hey, my bird's a dick. You see what my parakeet did to me?
No, I can't see anything from here.
He
You
buzzed
can't
my
see it
head and
anymore.
just
He's a
clawed
baby.
my head open.
I just assumed that was from Molly.
No.
The parakeet's a dick, and he likes to buzz everyone's heads, but he came up like this and buzzed his forehead. with
Sometimes
his
he likes to
claws.
fly on my head and mess with me, and sometimes he likes to slap me with his wing.
Tom's looking in the mirror, he's like, what the hell?
And this time, I think he was going to land on my head, but at the last minute decide, fuck this guy. And then just clawed my head and flew and buzzed Molly's head.
Yeah, but Tom was
And then
being
he
a drama
chirps like
queen.
he's king of the house, because he is.
He didn't break
That's
skin
right,
or
bitches.
anything.
Yeah. He didn't break skin. I have a scab right here.
No, you don't.
Grandma eyes, right there. Harry Potter scar.
Jeff, you're closer. I don't see anything. You see anything?
No.
Right on my 5 head. Okay.
Sorry, bud.
Seriously, guys, my bird picks on me. I need some CBD to help me with
So,
my parakeet.
I'm assuming they're going to transition if pot is legalized.
That's what I'm wondering.
They will then
Yeah.
seamlessly transition into that.
It looks
What I'm thinking is once pot is legalized, these store corner shops are going to be a commodity. It's going to be they're going to have the in, and I think they're just going to.
they're going to already have the setup.
Well, no, we were talking to what was his name? I apologize. From Midwest Vapor Pro.
Devin or
Devin was at, and
Troy
he's
is the owner.
Troy is the owner. We had him on the Vapor Shop guys.
Yeah.
What they say is they're not going to move it into their store because there's a lot of companies that sell the CBD stuff that are against the THC.
Okay.
So if you sell the
yeah,
them
because why
both-
would you bother with
if you sell them
CBD?
both in the same store, they're going to stop supplying you.
Okay.
So they would have to
It's like
open
Coke
up
and
a
Pepsi.
new
Another store.
store that only did that, and then you would still have these shops. So I think
Yeah.
what these shops will do is they'll buy the building next door, and that'll be the THC shop, and this will be the CBD shop.
Kind of like
Maybe.
a Pizza Hut Long John Silver.
The
Yeah.
sign the sign on the
Yes.
one of
A
them looks
taco
like
hut?
Yeah.
It's just
Pizza
a big
Hut and
pot
Taco
leaf on the
Bell?
side.
Great combination if you've been smoking. That's just saying. That's a win-win.
All of my shopping, everything's a mashup.
Should sell weed in the Taco Bell. They would make so much money.
All right, so we're
Just
going to do one more. We got
From
a
the same counter,
email
you
or
can order
question. If
both.
we got any questions online, be sure to ask them because we're going to wrap these up and do a little shorter episodes here, trying to fill in for holidays so we can keep giving people what they want. Would you guys like a California teacher story, a nun story, a why pizza is so addictive, or how about the face transplant story?
Ooh.
This one I kind of like. I think this would be good for Facebook Live.
That's your vote?
Yeah.
I don't think pizza's addictive, so I want to hear more about that.
Okay, we'll get into that on the next one here.
Why pizza's addictive?
I don't think it
Fucking
is.
amazing.
I love pizza.
It's the number one.
I can
addictive food.
stop.
Could you?
I'm not right now scratching the back of my ear going, come on, guys, let's get a pizza.
Suck your dick, man, for us.
Suck a dick for
I don't know,
pizza.
but you said pizza, and now I want pizza.
You suck dick for weed? No.
Suck dick for a pepperoni.
Half baked.
That's Bob Saget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck dick for Coke.
All right. 26-year-old man makes history with the first ever face transplant. And the reason I wanted to bring this up is I have a moral question of this story.
Oh, like that movie Face Off.
Nicolas Cage and John Travolta?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my computer does what it wants.
You're changing faces.
Here's the guy
Before.
before.
All right, looks fine.
What he did was, here's after he tried to commit suicide.
I see.
Blew his face apart. That's what they fixed.
Okay.
And then they gave him a new face in a face transplant. I don't have the picture.
So this
up
is
for
literally
some- here it is. Here's
Literally
him.
another person's
Face.
deceased
Here he is
person obviously
afterwards.
donated their body to
Right.
organ transplants, whatever, and they took it to someone else's face.
And they put it on him.
Full
Not
face
to make
transplant.
fun of this, but did they leave the mustache on the original face?
That is a good question.
Like, does the hair grow once the face is there? Or...
What if I
I
had
don't
facial
know.
tattoos and I give my face up for transplant?
Okay,
Then they're stuck with your
I-
tattoos.
I see a need for it when...
My
Yeah, I'm right, Jeff Krueger for mayor.
My question is,
No.
since like you can't be on the liver
Actually, you'd probably be
transplant
good.
list if you are an alcoholic.
Makes
Well,
sense?
yeah.
They won't give you a liver. This guy attempted suicide.
Okay.
Should he get a face before someone else that needs one?
Is there a waiting list for faces?
What if there is?
He's the first.
He's the first successful one done, but that's where my question is.
So
Since there
it's
wasn't
still-
one.
Does he have a
Perhaps-
whole new lease on life after...
That's what they're saying.
Maybe
How does-
doctors want some more practice, and they figured this is a good one to practice on.
Good practice
I
one.
would hope that they gave him
It
a
doesn't
bunch
take.
of...
Sorry to let you guys know, but when doctors practice on stuff like that, they'll take Titus's face and put it on Bruce's head. That's how they practice.
What else?
So,
All right.
what do you
hope they
think
set
about
him up with-
if a person tries to commit suicide? Should they be on the top of the waiting list for organ
But
donation?
is there a waiting list for this?
That is something
Well,
I could not find.
If
in
his suicidal issues have been dealt with and he
Okay.
has a lust for life,
here. Mhm.
Right.
then yes.
I would hope that they also gave him.
But why
some
wouldn't
kind
you
of help,
choose like a
therapy,
burn victim or
something.
someone that...
An accidental
Right.
car accident.
Right.
Well, I knew
over-
a guy. I used to work with a guy at a movie theater, a big motorcycler. He fell off his motorcycle doing some fancy turns, and his face got messed up. I never saw what he looked like after, but I saw him. I mean, after the immediate accident. I've seen him since then, where he had a lot of facial reconstructive surgery. He looks very similar to how he used to look, but there's definitely a difference.
Difference.
If I'd have known any better, I would have guessed he was a brother or
Okay.
something. But he was able to have his face reconstructed from a road rash face motorcycle accident, and I don't think they had added anything
I
that
guess-
wasn't already on his body.
Okay. I guess looking at it, though, does it really matter how he effed up his face?
What if he F's up the new face because his mental illness is not
So
taken
yeah,
care
Tom's
of?
saying, what if he turns around
Well,
and commits suicide right away? Meanwhile, little Billy
Well,
with no
shucks,
face
I
is
mean-
waiting in the wings.
Well, is there really a little Billy with no face?
There could be. You never know when the road rash or fire accident's going to happen. How long
Right,
can you
but
keep
is
the
that
face?
guy? We don't know if that guy's an exact
Was
match or anything like that.
Was there bone damage? Did he shoot himself in the face?
Yeah, here's what it looked like after the shot. That's
right,
how they
so
put him together.
Is like his bones all fucked up?
Yeah.
So
There's 22 bones in the skull.
So they fixed his bones. And then why did they need a new face? Why couldn't they? I mean, they can make
grow like that cartilage and
probably too
they
much
can make
scar
a penis
tissue.
out of nothing. Why can't they just make him a face?
a fake face.
Yeah, like when you get if you were to transition, they make a penis off of what you already have on your body.
I believe the face has the nerve connections.
Well, then he'll just be like an aging actress who had too much work done and can't smile.
Yeah.
And he'll just have the 40-yard stare or whatever for the rest of his life.
If that,
Okay.
hang on,
I don't know.
and I'm
There's too many
gonna hit a
questions.
nerve with this one when I say this, but I don't give a shit.
All right.
That's an attempted suicide. That guy sucks at life in general.
Jeez.
Oh,
He was trying to do it. It was a gunshot.
wow.
Trying your, how do you fail at that?
You just live.
It's point fucking blank.
You don't get another shot, I guess.
No, you don't.
All right.
Sorry,
I agree. I don't believe in celebrating.
Mark.
people
Can you
who
say
commit
this? Like, say it
suicide.
nicer than I can, because I can't.
I get really mad when famous people commit suicide and then everybody fawns over the death of the famous person who committed suicide. Because I think that causes someone, perhaps like this young man, who's sitting on the fence and he sees all this adoration for the late, great Robin Williams. And I think, oh, I'll kill myself and then people will care. No.
Oh,
So
that's a good
talking
point there,
about
Mark.
the death of someone like Robin Williams, who took his own life selfishly, might cause other people to do the same. And I believe there is a statistical bump in suicides after someone famous commits suicide.
And becomes martyrized like that.
Yeah, so that's why I'm totally against it, and I criticize famous people who commit suicide.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point.
But I mean, like,
If Robin Williams can do it, so can I. But yeah, if this guy,
if you really want to off yourself, you can. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you don't.
This episode just took a real
Yeah.
dark turn.
dark turn,
Sorry.
it went way off the rails.
I'm not having fun, guys.
I mean, I'm not trying to make light of it, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
Pizza is addicting.
So you're
We
saying
could've
if,
went
if
there.
you're a doctor and you're working at the
It's a
hospital, someone comes in on the gurney, and it's
Attempted
a
suicide
botched
or not-
suicide. Are
you're
you
still gonna help him.
Are you
No,
just
you're
going to
still
go
gonna-
to the next gurney?
no, you're still gonna help him.
No, and I
You
would
still help him.
I would want to get him the mental help
Right.
first and make sure that. And you don't know in this story what were the steps. Has he gotten the mental help?
Yeah, maybe
is
he was
in the right mental
struggling
state
with,
and-
with withdrawal from a drug abuse or something, and he
Yeah.
It
wasn't
was
in a mental
18
state.
months after
After what?
that he
After-
lived with this face.
Okay. I am surprised they couldn't do better than that.
No, that was a
Well,
shitty-
you don't know what
yeah.
they had to work with.
That does look like you just punted a Mr. Potato Head.
That looks like someone, yeah, like they made a clay face and it fell off the table.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
he
I,
was on the waiting list, I guess.
I got little sympathy for people that try to take their own lives. I'm sorry. I
All
just
right.
do.
Fair enough. That is a valid point, in my opinion.
But
But face transplant, all that aside, as a face transplant,
back to what we were really talking about. I mean, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, no, they can't really tell. unless
Yay,
you knew.
science.
Yay. All right, go science.
He's
Let's
just
find
got
out why
the scars,
pizza's
like-
addictive. We got time.
You got one of those questions there, Mixmaster Mark?
we do have one question that was emailed to us that I thought we might talk about here.
All right, what do we got for an email question here? We'll get rid of
My
the face
phone. Okay.
transplant buzzkill.
An old fan of the show, Love God 20, asks,
Sounds cool.
in exchange for unlimited wealth, would you be willing to have terrifying nightmares every time you go to sleep?
Wait, what was the reread that?
Okay.
I wasn't listening.
Unlimited wealth in exchange for
guaranteed nightmares every time you go
terrifying
to sleep.
nightmares every time you go to sleep.
I say
Yeah.
fuck yeah, because
Fuck yeah.
I don't remember half my dreams anyway. So I'll just have, I'll figure out some way to sedate myself so I'm out
Right, I
cold.
was gonna say,
Yeah, but then
can you-
you'll end up with Michael Jackson's doctor.
I'll have money.
You'll have money. You can.
I can live with nightmares. I've had nightmares. Yes, they're terrifying.
I could too, but I can't.
Then
live
I
with no
get up
sleep.
and I go on with the rest of my life.
I was on this allergy pill called Montelukast, and I had to be taken off because these nightmares were so freaking intense.
We talking night terrors? Are you falling out of bed?
I'm getting out of bed on a run. like, what the fuck, in like a 2-minute calm down period. So
Alright.
these I'm guessing are the
So you think they were asking about night terrors?
Sure, night terrors.
Okay, where you're jumping out of bed and you're running around half awake.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd still do that.
You'd still do that?
Yeah, well,
Unlimited wealth?
if I don't have to worry about finances for the rest of my life, I could easily have someone, strap me down or whatever.
Yeah, but
I could sleep in a padded room.
that would take such a toll on.
This is not something that there's no question for me.
See,
I
mine
don't know
was
if I could do
happening. I would get up from these Monoluk gas allergy fever dreams, and it would only be like 11:15. They happened like right after I went to sleep,
All right.
and it felt like they were real.
I always remember my dreams when I take cold medicine, like if I
Okay.
have the flu or something.
When you're sick,
I
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
remember a lot of my dreams. I think I drink enough to where I
just black out and go.
Before I had my kid, I never remembered my dreams, but now that she's always interrupting my sleep cycle, I do remember my dreams more now because I'm being woken up during them. Whereas I believe if you finish your dream cycle, you generally don't remember anything.
Okay. Yeah, you supposedly dream the entire night, but you only
Yeah.
remember the one you wake up in.
The ones that you interrupted the sequence, so it's in your head. And if you don't talk about it or write it down right away, you will forget about it. You will get more and more details about it, so that by the following day, you'll remember virtually nothing about it.
Your brain basically puts that information on hold.
It's like in your RAM, and it just slowly fades away.
Yeah.
as there's more important little nuggets of
It's
info
on your
come up
temporary
throughout your day.
DVR of your brain.
Your cache.
Good way to put it.
Yeah. Because I've noticed that our brain works like a DVR. Like, I can't remember certain things because I just saw a new episode of Sabrina. So I have to delete other crap.
That old episode of MASH gone.
Gone. We're moving out. I gotta delete this to make
Hawkeye,
room.
no more.
Are you consciously choosing which one to delete?
Nope, it just comes up when I want to remember it in the middle of a show. And I go, I fucking deleted that.
Or worse yet, there's one more person's name I don't remember. Gone.
Oh, the Orville's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back
Yes.
December 30th or something.
So excited.
All right, we got another episode coming up here. Before we wrap this up, we will talk about Ab City. Why is pizza so
Wait.
addictive?
I'm guessing
I believe
this
it's
was.
ABCD.
ABCD. It's pronounced Ab City.
How high were
Absidy?
her parents?
Ab City.
We have a comment, and
Absidy.
Okay.
I'm guessing this was when he was sleeping, but someone's saying that a friend of his used to pee on his wife's clothes all of the time.
Sucks for your wife.
So was he naked?
I'm guessing it was like sleepwalking, basically.
Sleepwalking.
Wait,
Molly, I have to admit that every time we shower together, I pee on you. I wait for you to wash your hair, and while your eyes are closed and everything, I pee right on you.
on my hair? Because that would be...
I get some
Quite a
arc.
Hey,
No,
You should start doing like the soap trick with more soap.
more soap. Oh yeah. I figure peeing on her is fine.
I have a small shower, so I just can't help but imagine what this would look like. We have a 30-inch by 30-inch.
European shower?
It's like a shower from like your
It's
deer
like a
camp
stall
or whatever.
shower,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what you. Why don't you get a bigger shower?
On the first, we're renovating the second floor.
Oh, so you're just stuck
So you
with
can't.
the.
You've been in the bathroom on the first floor there.
Yeah,
That's the only
That's the
talking
shower.
I didn't even notice you had a shower in there, dude.
about. Yeah, there's a shower in
I
there.
have shit in that bathroom, and it's time to look around.
You don't smell the roses?
No, I didn't. I'm just locked to my phone, man.
So, how do you say her name?
Ab City. ABCDE.
And she's upset because an airline agent made fun of her.
Of her little girl. She named her daughter Ab City.
Well,
you know
that-
what? Let's just fucking talk about it.
That's like naming your kid Ladasha. L-A-dash-A.
Dash.
Fucking retarded.
Okay,
Right
mother
now, the
is-
whole
Sorry,
unique
I
name
don't
thing
mean
is
to
all the
split
rage.
parties.
I think a lot of these people are going to regret it. As someone who has my last name is Majeski. It got mispronounced so many times
Yeah.
growing up. I don't care anymore when people mispronounce it. Majuski. It means nothing to me.
Right.
She's gonna.
So
she was-
imagine
yeah.
that's my first name now,
she's gonna.
and I don't give
so
a shit
sick
what my
growing
first
up.
name is. That's
Well,
what your kid is going to
Look
be
at
like.
look at all like celebrity people when they name their kids. Like Jason Lee's got a kid named Pilot Inspector.
Come on.
Yeah.
Frank Zappa's got Moon Unit
Yep.
for his daughter.
Yep. Moon Unit Zappa.
Yeah, but this one, like,
Okay.
no one's going to know how to
Well, like,
pronounce
Did I
that.
say what this actually was? All right.
No.
A little girl named ABCDE, Absidy, was mocked by Southwest gate agent, and the airline has apologized.
How exactly?
That parent is just lazy.
They didn't say what the people were saying, but she said when they were looking at the boarding pass, the agents were giggling and laughing about this little girl's name, who is Absidy.
Well, that's what's going to happen when
That's
you
what's
Right.
basically name your child as a little gag.
Right. How is anyone supposed to know how to pronounce that name?
And you know what? If you're going to take 5 consecutive letters of the alphabet, why don't you go with the awesome elemental P?
How would you pronounce that?
Elemental P. That's my favorite part of the alphabet.
I'm
I
all
want to be
about.
XYZ.
I'm all about. Like, I'm trying to get my buddy to name his kid. He's having a boy. I want him to. I'm like, Danger for the middle name. I don't give a shit what your first name.
That's
is.
Okay.
Right.
Well, no, Danger would be a fine first name because you can shorten that to Dan.
Yeah.
There you go.
And there you go. Now you're just Dan.
But then you can't say Danger's my middle name.
Dan Danger Krieger.
Right? Danger's my middle name.
No, really.
So, I mean, like,
They're this.
No.
The mother
Dan
went all hyper.
Danger Zone Krieger.
ooh,
Oh boy, you guys are getting crazy.
I'm not having kids.
All right. Court order
That you know
vasectomy.
of?
No. When you name your kid something like that, and
Absolutely.
you get pissed because people
Yeah.
misspell it or
Yeah.
mispronounce it or are gonna.
And it's
I mean,
not the kid's fault.
You name them
No.
like that to be different, to have them be different, to have
It's exactly
How many
what
pots
you
did you
wanted.
smoke to name your kid that?
How many pots?
How many pots? How many pots?
All
of
the
pot?
pots.
I mean, shit, really?
I just.
Well, they're
I mean,
the.
what was she?
She's
expecting?
screaming name shaming, and I'm pretty sure that this mother, just by I'm not going to play it, but I've watched her. You can kind of see her facial expression. I'm pretty sure she's probably had.
That's the
Ben-
mother?
Yeah, she's
Wow.
had
I'm racist. I
this-
just assumed this was a black person.
Oh,
There we
wow.
Well, I think she.
You talking me? Going
The most interesting
Yeah.
names I've heard, people whom I've met, have all been people of African American
Mhm.
descent. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I'm
Drop
thinking
up here.
she waited for a company like Southwest to make fun of them because I'm sure she's ran into this beforehand.
Right.
She's playing the long game.
Yeah.
Yes,
Maybe she
I do think so.
She's like,
Because
"Let's
now
see
she's
what I can
screaming
get."
name shaming.
No, screw you, white lady. You did this on purpose.
She named her kid this, knowing that she was.
I'm
gonna
not
get-
saying that she's knowing it,
Oh.
but I'm saying she's
Tyler's
definitely
watching.
got this before 5 years of hearing how ridiculous it is.
This is not the first time someone's giggled at your daughter.
But this is the first time that Southwest Airlines has giggled at your daughter.
I was not going to criticize her because I assumed this was
I'm gonna
someone of a different culture than my own, and it's
I'm-
not. It's just some white lady. Fuck this lady.
I'm interrupting my buddy Tyler.
Yeah.
Just jumped on to watch. He's the one I'm trying to get him to name his kid Danger. Fucking do it.
Absidy Danger.
Don't give him the first name Absidy.
No, do not. That's
Well, you could name someone Absidy, but spell it the way phonetically.
oh, Timmy Jacobson. What up?
You know, like
Alright.
Cassidy, ABSSIDY, Absidy. That can work. You're spelling it stupidly.
You shouldn't name your kid Absidy, but Southwest Airlines shouldn't be making fun of
It
your
is
kid's name
unprofessional.
within earshot.
You're right. It is
Right.
unprofessional.
How
well,
does
no,
it
you
say-
They
did.
could have waited till she was fucking 30,000 feet in the air and
Or
then
just-
made fun of it.
It's
Does
just
it
on
say
the
a
how-
plane.
state over.
This is the
It's
gate
totally
person,
fine
right?
when she's not
Yeah.
looking.
Does it
Yeah.
say how they made fun of her?
When they were
What
reading
did?
the boarding passes, I guess they were chuckling, hens clucking next to each other. Look at Absidy. Look how stupid this is. You know. Nicknames include CC
Yeah.
City, Abby, ZZ,
Those are dumb nicknames.
AB, CD, according to babynamewizard.com.
This
I read
is
another-
actually
this-
in a baby name.
Yeah, check this out.
What kind of
Oh,
bunch
it's
In
just a-
1990,
it's
there
just
were
a random
5
letter generator.
Absidies. All of them came from Hawaii,
What?
which do not have the letters B, C, or D.
seriously just
Bunch
a
of whole A's.
bunch of fucktards?
So it's weird that
Wow.
all 5 of
Yeah.
them were from Hawaii and they don't have B, C, or D in the Hawaiian alphabet.
You're on,
See,
the, you're on
I'm
this
all
one
for
island.
unique
There's
names,
5 of
but-
you.
Just
Bump into each other all the time. They're at Starbucks.
No, that's the other.
I
Absidy.
got a mocha here for
Absidy? That's
Absidy.
fine. Oh,
No, that's
yours?
fine.
Oh, we took the same thing. Fucking weird.
But over the past 3 decades, 328 baby girls have been given the name Amcity. It's very common.
Again,
That doesn't make it right.
I am going to.
I'm name shaming these parents.
There we go.
The little girl is the victim.
We're
here.
getting closer and closer to like idiocracy becoming true
Yes.
as a society. Saying.
He's been waiting to use that one.
How long has that one been in the chamber?
I had to get it fixed.
I just fixed it and put it in there before the show.
Actually, what was
He
that
was
one
like
again?
a kid at a candy store.
You want to hear it again?
I do.
Comic book guy from The Simpsons. Thank you very much. All right, let's wrap up this episode here.
All right.
We'll talk next episode. We got some Krampus facts. We got Boozy Feral Pig starts a fight with a cow.
Nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're going to
That's
miss
for the
out on
bonus.
that.
Boozy feral pig.
Steals beer, gets drunk, and starts fight with a cow. Sounds like you as a pig.
If I were a pig,
You were a pig.
that would be me.
Yep. And yeah, after
Fuck you, cow.
drinking 3 6-packs of beer because the independent UK Online refuses to do math, we have to do it. 2 nuns taking money, embezzling money for gambling and casino trips, pizza being addicting, and that should wrap up a good bonus episode.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's wrap this one up here, Mark.
All right, you can
Thanks, everybody,
direct
for
all
listening.
of your complaints to our Twitter at Off the Rails TM, Facebook Off the Rails TM, or at Instagram at Off the Rails TM. That website of ours is offtherailstm.com. If you want to just email us for whatever reason, offtherailstm@gmail.com.
I think we may get a couple emails this week.
If you want to ask Tom anything, that's asktomanything414@gmail.com. This podcast is available
hope I
all over the place,
facilitated
so
that.
see our website for more details.
Yeah.
See, Mark is so much better at reading those things off the clipboard than I am.
It's because I care less and less every time I read it. You gotta mix it up for myself and say it differently every time somehow.
All right, and be sure to go check out our website. If you guys are doing any Christmas shopping on Amazon, help us out. Use our Amazon link. We get a kickback, and we'll put it into the podcast. We now have new internet coming, so we will be streaming in the highest definition that they have.
That Spectrum will allow.
It's going to blow your minds.
Yep.
Oh, your face is
It's
going
going to blow your tits off how clear
People
we're
are
going
going
to
to be
look.
like, is that a huge bird claw mark on Tom's face?
Right there.
Now I see it.
I can
Right
see the
fucking
hate
there.
in his claw mark on his
We
head.
won't buffer anymore. No more buffering.
Definitely. So do your Christmas shopping. Use our Amazon link. And I guess we'll hit Roy up again if you're looking to buy or sell a home or interested in a career in real estate. Email Roy at cbhsr.com or give him a call, 414-235-0763. Roy would love to be...
Your go-to for all your real estate needs.
Maybe you want to buy Mike McCarthy's house.
Now you're just showing off.
Yeah, I'm doing it. So, all right. Thank you, universe. And remember, we're not good enough.
Bye, guys.
Bye.